Have you ever heard of a lizard that squirts blood from its eyes? It might sound like something out of a horror movie, but it's a reality for the horned lizard. This remarkable creature found in the arid regions of North America has evolved a truly bizarre defense mechanism to ward off predators. The horned lizard, also known as the horny toad due to its flattened body and short legs, is a sight to behold. It sports an impressive array of horns on its head and body, giving it a formidable appearance. These horns, along with its rough, scaly skin, provide excellent camouflage, allowing it to blend seamlessly into its desert surroundings. But the horned lizard's most astonishing feature is its ability to squirt a targeted stream of blood from its eyes. This seemingly gruesome act is a last resort defense mechanism, employed when the lizard feels threatened and needs to make a quick getaway. In the following sections, we'll delve deeper into the fascinating world of the horned lizard, exploring the mechanics of its blood-squirting defense, its other remarkable adaptations, and the threats it faces in a changing world. The horned lizard's blood-squirting ability might seem like something out of science fiction, but it's a real phenomenon, rooted in a clever manipulation of its own circulatory system. When threatened, the lizard contracts muscles around its eyes with incredible force. This action restricts blood flow away from the head, causing a buildup of pressure in the blood vessels surrounding the eyes. This pressure continues to intensify until it reaches a breaking point. The breaking point is a thin membrane in the lizard's lower eyelid. Unable to contain the mounting pressure, this membrane ruptures and a jet of blood shoots out from the corner of the lizard's eye. The bloodstream can travel a distance of up to 5 feet, effectively deterring potential attackers. While the mechanics of this defense mechanism are impressive, the blood itself also plays a role in deterring predators. The blood contains a compound that is particularly distasteful to canids such as foxes and coyotes, making it an effective deterrent against these common predators. The blood-squirting defense mechanism is undoubtedly the horned lizard's most dramatic tactic, but it's not its only line of defense. This resourceful reptile has a whole arsenal of tricks up its scaly sleeve to evade becoming another animal's dinner. One of its most effective tactics is its camouflage. The horned lizard's coloration and pattern perfectly match its surroundings, making it nearly invisible to predators. When it remains still, it blends seamlessly into the sand and rocks, becoming one with the desert landscape. If camouflage fails, the horned lizard can inflate its body with air, making itself appear larger and more intimidating. This puffing up act can startle predators, giving the lizard a chance to make a quick escape. Besides these physical adaptations, the horned lizard also exhibits fascinating behavioral defenses. For instance, it can play dead, lying motionless on the ground to convince predators that it's no longer a threat. This tactic is surprisingly effective, often causing predators to lose interest and move on in search of easier prey. The horned lizard is a true desert dweller, perfectly adapted to survive in the harsh and unforgiving environments of the American Southwest. These lizards thrive in arid and semi-arid regions, from the scorching sand dunes of the Sonoran Desert to the rocky slopes of the Chihuahuan Desert. Their stocky bodies and short limbs are perfectly suited for navigating the loose sand and rocky terrain of their desert homes. They are diurnal creatures, meaning they are most active during the day when temperatures are warmest. Despite their fearsome appearance, horned lizards are specialized insectivores with a particular fondness for ants. Their diet consists primarily of harvester ants, which they patiently stalk and capture with their sticky tongues. These slow-moving lizards rely on stealth and camouflage to ambush their prey. They often lie in wait near ant trails, patiently waiting for their unsuspecting victims to wander within striking distance. Section 5. The threats faced by a tiny dragon. Despite their impressive adaptations, horned lizard populations are facing a growing number of threats, many of which are directly linked to human activities. These threats are pushing these once thriving reptiles towards a precarious future. Habitat loss is arguably the most significant threat to horned lizards. As humans continue to encroach upon their natural habitats for agriculture, urbanization, and development, the lizards are losing the open, sandy areas they need to survive. Another major threat comes in the form of invasive species, particularly fire ants. These aggressive ants outcompete native ant species, depriving horned lizards of their primary food source. Fire ants also pose a direct threat to lizard eggs and hatchlings. Pesticide use in agriculture and residential areas also takes a toll on horned lizard populations. These chemicals not only kill off the ants that lizards rely on for food, but they can also directly poison the lizards themselves. Section 6. Adapted for survival. The horned lizard's ability to shoot blood from its eyes is a testament to the power of natural selection. Over millennia, these lizards have evolved an array of physical and behavioral adaptations that allow them to thrive in their challenging environments and evade a variety of predators. Against larger predators like coyotes and foxes, the horned lizard relies on a combination of camouflage, puffing up its body, and as a last resort, squirting blood from its eyes. The blood laced with a compound unpalatable to canids acts as a powerful deterrent. When facing snakes, which are immune to the blood-squirting defense, horned lizards employ different tactics. They rely on their agility and speed to outmaneuver these predators. They may also wedge themselves into tight crevices, making it difficult for snakes to reach them. Their camouflage is particularly effective against birds of prey, which hunt primarily by sight. When a horned lizard senses danger from above, it freezes in place, its cryptic coloration rendering it nearly invisible against the desert backdrop. This remarkable adaptation highlights the horned lizard's ability to tailor its defenses to different types of predators. Section 7. Conservation efforts, protecting the horned lizard. The future of the horned lizard, like many other species facing similar threats, depends on our collective action to protect them. Conservation efforts are underway across their range, focusing on habitat restoration, responsible land management, and public education. Organizations and government agencies are working together to protect and restore horned lizard habitat. This includes initiatives to limit habitat fragmentation, reduce pesticide use, and control invasive species like fire ants. Educating the public about the importance of horned lizards and the threats they face is crucial for fostering a sense of stewardship. Many zoos and nature centers offer educational programs that highlight the unique adaptations and ecological role of these fascinating creatures. Research on horned lizard ecology, behavior, and conservation needs is ongoing. Scientists are working to better understand the factors influencing their populations and develop effective conservation strategies. Section 8. Our role in their future. The story of the horned lizard is a powerful reminder that even the most resilient creatures are vulnerable to the impacts of human activities. It underscores the interconnectedness of all living things and the importance of preserving biodiversity. We can all play a role in ensuring the survival of these unique and fascinating creatures. By supporting conservation organizations, advocating for responsible land management practices, and educating ourselves and others about the importance of biodiversity, we can help ensure that future generations have the opportunity to marvel at the wonders of the horned lizard. Let us remember that the fate of the horned lizard, and indeed all species with whom we share this planet, is ultimately in our hands. Let us choose to be responsible stewards of the natural world and ensure a future where these incredible creatures continue to thrive